Hey, what's up guys, Andy here, and today we're reviewing over Black Clover episode 109 titled Spatial Magic Brothers, or Spatial Mage Brothers I should say. This episode was really good, but this was not as good as Langris and Finral's first fight in like a fighting sense. This was, however, a lot better emotionally. I thought this episode did a very good job of portraying Finral as the weaker brother, but then again, the more mentally tough brother, if that makes any sense at all. With that also being said, we see the Vermilion clan kind of in trouble here, but we never went back to it, so I'm not entirely sure on that. But with all that being said, we've got a lot of stuff to discuss, so we need to go ahead and get into it. And I'm losing my voice again, par normal, thank you. But I'm gonna try to make it through the best I can. It's probably gonna sound like dog shit though, so hopefully that doesn't bother you. But if y'all do enjoy this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And let's go ahead and get right into this review.
They say you don't gotta go home, but you can't stay here. And no, I don't wanna be alone in the world out there.
So we start off with recap from last week where Noelle basically powers up and uses her new spell, and then we get into our intro and title card here, Spatial Mage Brothers, which is clearly Finral and Langris. But we start the episode off at the Vermilion household, where Kirish is basically using his flower spell to distract the enemy, and they're kind of just running recon evacuating everybody. But then this guy shows up. His name is David, and he basically tells him, you know, if I wanted to kill you, you'd already be dead. But we've got a guy heading to the king's place right now, and once, you know, he uses that magic to kill, there's no way the king will survive. So we cut over to that magic, and it's none other than Langris, and his parents are still there. And basically Langris just shits on everybody here. He busts right through and beats the shit out of his dad before almost killing the king here. But what he does here is the king uses light magic to make a divine statue, and he's like, tremble before me, and Langris just cuts the statue in half. And he goes, you know, I would kill you. I won't kill you right away, but I'll start with your legs. And that's when she steps up and she's like, Langris, please don't do this. You're just going to make everyone you care for sad. And he goes, you talk about being sad. You killed all of us elves. And he knocks her off, and Finral grabs her. And that's when the battle ensues. Langris looks at Finral and he's like, who are you? And then Yami and Jack walk in, and he's like, tell me, how did you all defeat all of them? And they're like, we didn't give them a chance to attack. And they go in for the attack here, and it looked really awesome. Like, this fight was really cool. It just wasn't as physically there as their first fight. And they say here, his dad goes, you're no match for him in this state. And he goes, I'm not fighting him to beat him. I'm fighting him because I'm his older brother. Now you all escape. And that's when Jack pretty much powers up here, and he's like, severing magic, death scythe. And the king couldn't escape through the portal because Langris canceled it and said, I'm not done with you. So Jack cuts through the wall and busts the king out of the wall. So he got out eventually. But we found out that Jack can use his magic to cut through pretty much anything, because he can change the very nature of his magic to cut through that magic. And even though spatial magic has special properties, his severing slash and a dimension slash cut through this automatic barrier that Langris had up, that where he couldn't be attacked. From that point on, Langris blew them through the floor and was about to kill Finral, and Finral used his, let me see if I get this name right, Fallen Angel's wing beat to transport them back just in the nick of time. And when it looked like they finally had him, he powered up. Like, he lost control, like full control of himself here. And he just goes disappear and explodes the whole building, and they don't know what to do here. So Finral goes, I doubt he's gonna be able to sense my puny magic at this point. So he sends one wing beat up and transports Langris to him and knocks the dog shit out of him. And this is why I say this fight was more emotional. Because it didn't end in a huge explosion. It ended with a punch. And Finral literally going inside of Langris to pull him back. It was so much better of an emotional fight than the first one. But the first one was like a better physical altercation, if y'all know what I'm talking about. But they're both knocked out completely here, and Yami just goes, well done, Finral. You took all the glory for yourself. And that was the end of it. And basically, Yami and Jack are looking up at this floating island-looking thing. And we cut into that. And Patry is talking with Raya here, and Ghost got reincarnated as Droit, and Mary was Eclot. So I don't know what they're going to do here, but they're all back together, and we find out that Lick's body is still recovering since it's artificial. So with that being said, guys, that's the end of the episode. I hope y'all do enjoy, but if you all just like want to talk about it in the comments, like no spoilers for what Droit and Eclot are going to do at all. I don't want to know anything about that, but like, what did you all think about this fight, and how did you compare it to the first fight? Because I loved both of them. Like, the first fight, it was my favorite episode in all of Black Clover. But this one was so much more emotionally driven than the first, and I loved it even more. So, like, not even more than the fight, but, like, even more than the emotional connection I had before. Anyway, though, guys, if y'all did enjoy this review, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. I'm going to go ahead and head out, and I'll catch you next time. Peace out.